Hey, Greg from DIY RV and Home, Camper's Life. Today I'm excited to do an upgrade to our propane system here. Now, the upgrade is we're going to be changing out the hoses here to some 90-degree hoses for the system. Now, I've been wanting to do this for a while, kind of looking for it, and came in contact with GasStop, who creates these, along with a tank gauge emergency shutoff system for your bottles. They were nice enough to send us out a set of hoses and also a set of gas stops to install on our trailer. They are so simple. You have everything you need from them. You can even get the adapter if you need it to go from pipe to an inverted flare, to adapt the hose to the regulator if you need to. Now, my regulator already has those on it, so I don't have to worry about that. And because I am going to be doing the inverted flare, I don't even have to worry about putting any type of sealant, Teflon tape or anything on it. I'm just going to be able to unscrew and screw this on and be done with that part of the project. But if I did have to put the other style in, or put this adapter in, I would want to make sure I use a propane compliant product. There is some sealants out, liquid sealants that work, and also make sure you get the proper Teflon tape if you're going to use it. This tape is actually compliant. It is Blue Monster. Also, there is a yellow Teflon tape that signifies that it is compliant with propane. So just if you do have to use an adapter, make sure you get the proper sealant for that there. Other than that, I mean, this is very simple. We're just going to shut the bottles off. And with a couple wrenches, let's go ahead and first just undo the hoses. Now we're going to go ahead and just break loose that connection. Now there is still a little bit of propane in the lines. Let's go ahead and take this one off. Okay, now somebody did put some Teflon tape on this, and actually it's the white tape. So like again, I say, that's not actually the compliant tape for doing it. So we'll clean that out. And all we have to do now is just take and screw the new one on. That's all it is. That's all it takes to install that. Now with that done, I can just take and rotate my bottle a little bit. Rotate it 90 degrees and hook it up without the gas stop. And we have a nice arching curve. Let me pull you around. So we'd have an nice arch curve. It's up above, so it's not rubbing on the side of the bottle, right? But the best part about this is now we can go ahead and take that off. We can install the gas stop gauge and safety valve. Reinstall it, make sure everything's tight, hand tight that is, and there it is. Very simple install. Now of course I didn't do this other side. I'll just hook this one back up real quick. We'll give this thing a spin. Okay, Now we're on. Now the design of this is if there is an excessive flow of propane due to a cut in the hose, some other damage allowing the propane to flow, this will shut off. If it does, to reset it after you've done the repairs, you just press the actual gauge. So we're going to turn it on, and as we notice, the gauge is still showing empty. We just press, give it a couple presses, and there we go. Now it is on. Now if for some reason we do get that excessive flow, it will actually shut off. So I'm going to go ahead and just, there it is. Valve's still open and it is automatically shut off. We'll put this back on. We'll reprime it. Just give it a couple pushes. There you go. It is that simple. Well, here's some of the benefits for installing this system. Of course, we saw, for me, my hoses are now routed, not being pinched against the bottle and the door. There's no hard bends in them. The emergency gas shutoff, that is great too. Allows us to see what the level of our propane is now in each bottle. Also, along with that is, if for some reason there is a catastrophic failure of our propane system, it will automatically detect it and shut it off. For us, we do not travel with propane on, but for those that do, I highly recommend this system for you. Now, this is for a high flow leak, but you can also use these to help determine if you do have a small leak, and that is charge the system, take a picture of where the needle is, make sure all the bottles are turned off, and in 5 minutes come back, check it, and see where that needle is. If the needle is dropped, you know you have a leak. So now you can search and find and fix that. If you did like this video, if you got something out of it, please hit the like button, subscribe, and share. And until next time, happy camping.